Economists have argued for years about AI's real effect on jobs, mostly from the outside looking in. Now OpenAI is handing them the keys. In June 2026, it launched the OpenAI Economic Research Exchange, offering selected researchers a $25,000 grant, $7,500 monthly stipends, and privacy-safe access to product usage data. Proposals are due July 5th. We will walk through what it funds, how it works, and what we think it really signals. Let us start with the core idea behind OpenAI Economic Research Exchange. Here are the essentials of OpenAI Economic Research Exchange in plain language, what it is and why it was introduced. The Economic Research Exchange supports independent empirical work on how AI affects workers, firms, education, and public services. OpenAI wants causal evidence grounded in real data, not anecdotes, on questions of displacement, augmentation, and new task creation. Each selected project receives a one-time $25,000 research grant for the principal investigators, plus $7,500 per month covering research assistant stipends or contractor compensation. That funding pairs with structured collaboration alongside OpenAI's own economic research team. Beyond money, accepted researchers get approved privacy-safe access to OpenAI product and usage data. That dataset is the real draw, letting economists measure adoption and labor effects directly rather than relying on surveys or external proxies. Applicants submit proposals of no more than 3 pages, excluding references, by July 5, 2026. OpenAI plans to notify selected researchers by July 31st. It targets labor economists, productivity specialists, and applied causal inference experts. Now let us look at why OpenAI Economic Research Exchange matters in practice. Here is where OpenAI Economic Research Exchange shows up in real products, teams, and decisions. The privacy-safe data is generous, but OpenAI controls what gets shared and approved. We would watch whether researchers can publish findings unflattering to OpenAI, because the party holding the data quietly influences which conclusions ever see daylight. A $25,000 grant plus stipends is meaningful seed funding, not transformative. We read this less as buying outcomes and more as cultivating goodwill in a research pipeline, which makes the data access, not the dollars, the strategic asset here. Our recommendation for anyone citing this work: treat exchange-funded results as one input, not gospel. Cross-check against vendor-neutral studies. The strongest conclusions about AI and jobs will come from triangulating company data with fully independent fieldwork. The real test arrives when published results land, likely in 2027. Watch whether early papers report genuine job displacement or lean toward augmentation narratives. That tilt will tell us a lot about how openly this program operates. Let us recap the key takeaways on OpenAI Economic Research Exchange and what to do next. OpenAI opened the Economic Research Exchange in June 2026 to fund rigorous external studies on how artificial intelligence is reshaping workers, firms, and the broader economy. Selected projects receive a $25,000 research grant alongside $7,500 monthly for assistants or contractors, plus collaboration with OpenAI's internal economic research group. The standout perk is approved, privacy-safe access to OpenAI usage data, letting economists measure AI's labor effects directly instead of guessing from external proxies. Researchers submit 3-page proposals by July 5, 2026, with selections announced by July 31st, targeting labor, productivity, and causal inference specialists. That is the OpenAI Economic Research Exchange, and the data access angle worth keeping a close eye on. If breakdowns like this help you cut through the AI headlines, subscribe so the next one finds you. And for structured courses on AI security and compliance, head over to Standarity.com.